Welcome back here to another video here today. Another race back in playoff mode here. The round of 6 here at Texas was originally Michigan, but it got changed about the week before. And yeah, much better track on this game than Michigan would have been. It would have been a repeat of Kansas, which I didn't even post a video on because it was so boring this season. But yeah, a little backstory on the race as well. I was doing other stuff in my life at the time of qualifying, so Hank filled in for me. And they started early because the day we were racing was the day of the Coke 6, not 600, but the Coke 400 at Daytona, and we raced at about same time. So they were trying to hurry up so we could watch the race. Didn't really even matter at the end of it. I mean, we missed stage 1, which kind of sucked, but that was all we missed. So with that being said, I fill in after lap 7 because the caution came out. That's when the video is going to start on the timeline here. Hank was filling in for me, like I already said. He goes to the 4. I go back into the 14. This video will start on lap 7. But with that being said, like, subscribe, all that stuff, whatever. Let's get to the race. Alright, so like I had said in the intro, lap 7 here. I'm at the backfield, obviously, because I driver swapped with Hank. He's right in front of me in that 4 car. We actually have a good amount of non-playoff drivers in this race. Hank is a non-playoff driver. Dag is a non-playoff driver. And Jacob, the 58, he's a non-playoff driver as well. Otherwise, all of the playoff drivers still in it. As sorry, Oda gets turned by Blue. Still this, oh my gosh, what a rocket ship of a car. That might be illegal. Um, but anyways, yeah, we have 3 non-playoff drivers, and then the rest are all playoff drivers. All 6 in this round are actually here for the race. So we've got a pretty interesting race. I'm already up to 3rd after starting in the back to start the race, my race at least. I got the 58 behind me. He's a non-playoff driver. He's decently fast around here, but at the same time, Texas it's like a super speedway version of Texas. It's packed up, but not too packed up. Like it still needs skill, like it's still spread out, but the draft will eventually make it a pack race, just like Pocono was. But you see right now, Tanuki leading, Oda up there. I'm trying to get to them. Oda now looking to the inside up there to get past Tanuki. And to back out of it. Tanuki got way past him, but this is just giving me more and more time to catch up to them because I am fast around here. Out of turn 4, here I come. I am even closer than I have been all race already lap 10, and I have caught up to the leaders quickly. I don't know what else to say. I'm right behind Oda. He was actually lagging pretty bad to start this race. Everyone was jittering around on his screen. I think he actually live streamed the first like 15 or so laps. I don't remember. I just know he was live streaming at some point. You can go watch it. But now I'm right to his back bumper. I'm pushing him here. I'm going to try and either push him out of the way or just get right to his inside. I'm looking to go to the inside. He closes me off just in time before I can get there. See Hank and King right behind me. King already won at Kansas, so he's locked in. He doesn't have much to worry about. He can kind of just sit back and choose who he wants in the Final Four, as only 5 of us showed up to the last race. Anything can change up. I could be on the chopping block out of nowhere. Tanuki could. I mean, you never know who's going to get to it. As I say that, I get to the inside of Oda and I complete the pass already. Now looking to Tanuki as well. I stick it down on the low side and I'm going to get to his inside even past him. I'm now to the lead, only 5 laps into my race at least. Now I have to defend against Tanuki and Oda, and eventually the guys right behind them, I think it's King still. Oh, actually, never mind. There goes King getting wrecked. I think it was Rover that probably spun him around. I couldn't really tell. I just see King going around, and I see Rover being in fourth. So that's what I assume. I'm still holding my own up here, leading the pack. Oda and Tanuki are fighting. It's just allowing me to keep pulling ahead as much as I possibly can. Fast driver around here. I can just rip right around. Keep looking back to see where everybody is. Oda's trying to catch, but keeps losing me out of the corners. You see King down low. He's going to merge here, getting through turns 3 and 4. King's going to stay on the apron, wait for people to go by, and he's going to merge. But I'm still way ahead, so we're going to skip ahead to lap 17. When Hank has now found his way up here, Oda and Tanuki obviously up here as well. They've been up here the entire time. Hank goes way up high. Oda goes to the inside. I don't block it off. We're already in the corner. He's there. I think Tanuki and someone got into it in the back. They kind of had to slow down. I'm trying to stick on the outside, try and stay with Oda here through the corners. It's just not going to work. I can't stick it up here. I do have a decent run out of the corner, but I give it all to Oda when I just push him ahead. So now I have to fight against Oda once again here. I'm ripping the outside because I know I get such a better run, and just look at the time I gain out of the corner compared to him. It's immense how much of a gap it is. You see the 58 merging way high, trying to stay out of the way of everybody. Me and Oda still fighting. Again, I come out of the corner and I give my run right to Oda, but this time he doesn't go very far from me, so I can stay right behind him. Tanuki fought his way already back up to third. I stay on this outside. Oda came a little bit more up the track, a little bit of a higher line that time. Kept his distance now into turn 3 and 4. He's going to get going pretty far. He's going to get pretty ahead. You see Hank still fighting with Tanuki. Hank being a non-playoff driver, never know what he's going to do. But with Tanuki right beside him, you would have thought he'd help him. Not today. He knows he is fast. He qualified, I think, P3 or something for me, and running, I want to say, pretty good. And then obviously a caution came out. I didn't get the recording of it. As I go to the outside of Oda, he didn't have a very good exit out of turn 4, so now I'm sticking on the outside once again. I'm hoping he just sits on the way bottom. I can just rip right around him on the outside. It doesn't work. He closes me off. So I go to the inside, actually. I do a little bit of a switchback on him out of the corner, and my car somehow does not hit Oda. I clear high somehow on Oda. No wreck somehow. You see King now is caught up. He's in a third as Tanuki and Hank battled back there. Tanuki going to the middle, now to the high side. Here comes King to the low side, right below Oda. He's trying to make something work. I'm in the wall. Oda keeps putting me in the wall. Now he's not wall banging, but door banging the 9. Oda trying to get past. I'm getting a push from the 10 of Tanuki. We're going to see who gets out of the corner better. I get a better exit, but Oda on the inside able to keep his ground. See, now the ECR cars of Rover and Blue have now caught up. King still on the inside through the corner. I am going way past on the outside. Then I fall back. I touch with Hank, and then Oda goes around right in front of me in Blue. Even Hank a little bit. No caution is called for this somehow. So I go, and I'm getting ready to merge, and I see King is going around. There he officially goes, and the caution is going to wave here. Me and Oda were merging. Rover doesn't think he thought that was the race back. He's just kind of messing around now. He's just messing around with Oda. Now Oda's going to go around, spins up the track, almost hits me. Rover thought this was just playing games after the caution. Little did he know this is the race back. He almost just usurped Oda for fun, not thinking it meant anything, and accidentally wrecked him later. So now on lap 27 here, we restart. Or Rover on the outside, Tanuki on the inside. Rover gets a much better jump off the restart than Tanuki. He's going to try and get something done on the outside. It's probably not going to work, though, as the more inside you are on the restarts, the better. He actually overcorrects in the corner and goes way up the track. I'm able to just breeze past him. Now I'm looking to the outside of Tanuki. He blocks high, so I go low here, and then he blocks low. Hey, see Hank sliding way up the track in the background. He must have got sent probably by King if I had to guess, but really could have been a lot of people. Don't really know in these situations. You see King go up into third here, gets past Hank and Blue. I get a good enough run out of the corner. Blue's going to get to King. They're going to spin. I think Blue goes back up the track. King then goes around. Oda's around as well. Caution will wave as I think there's 3 cars now. 4 cars involved in the caution. Half the field pretty much wrecked there. Blue got into the 9 of King and they went around, caused more. So now restart. I'm on the outside this time of Tanuki. I do not get a huge jump on him this time. So now I have to try and defend myself on the outside. I learned from Rover's mistake. Do not overcorrect in the corner. Do not press right. Just keep tapping. Keep going left down the track. But then Blue comes up the track, gets into me. Kind of doesn't help my case, but I do stay in third. As Dega, you saw, just kind of got turned into the wall in the background, disappeared off screen. He's able to save it, as you see, he reappears on screen right now. But now I'm sitting in fourth, fifth position now, trying to keep my ground as I am able to sit on this outside. I do get past King, which is huge. I'm to the inside of Blue now. Hopefully I get a good enough exit to stay with him, and I do. So now I have the inside coming into turn 3 and 4, which is going to prove very well. As you see, up at the front, the 4 of Hank, the non-playoff driver eliminated in the round of 8, has gone to the lead now over Tanuki, who is still in the playoffs right now, and his own teammate. Hank trying to be aggressive. He knows he has the speed to win the race, and he wants to. Rover comes across me, almost gets wrecked. But you see up there, as Rover gets into me, I go around. I'm trying to save the car, come back up track, hit Dega, and the caution will wave again. We have multiple cautions here. 3 cautions almost back to back to back within the span of just a couple laps. 3 cautions have come out. Now on the restart, I'm in the way back. King was sleeping on the restart, was swerving back and forth to start, so he's going to fall behind. Luckily, Blue did not have a great start or anyone behind him, so King is able to stay on the inside and get going. The 58 and 41, they've kind of been just sitting in the back right now, doing what a non-playoff driver is kind of supposed to do. Don't interfere too much with the race. As you see the 10 around in the front, he's going to try and save it, gets into the wall again. He's going to come back up track into me. You see Rover, not Rover, but Oda and Blue in the wall as well. That won't be a caution. It was the same thing as me and Oda earlier. They just get stopped on track. Even though it's 2 cars, that does not warrant a caution. It's not caution worthy. So now I am just playing games here with Dega, going around his outside now as he had cut to the inside. Then the 58 made contact with the 34, got into whoever that actually might have been Tanuki that hit Rover, got into the 58 eventually. Now Rover is now back here with me and Dega. You see Oda merging down low. It's not a great merge. Here comes Blue as well. Not a great merge, but much better than what Oda had. So now King leads right now. Hank still right behind him. I told you he was fast during qualifying. He is still fast in the race here. Tanuki gets past the 58. Rover gets past me, looking to make a move on the 58 as well. You see Hank going to the inside of King here. He's trying to go back to the lead. He wants to prove that non-playoff drivers are still a good driver in these races, as the 58 came down on me, but it actually gave me a bit of an advantage in a way, and it actually worked out enough for me to gain some time on everybody. King falls way back. The 58 breaks really hard. Then the 9 comes across the track on me and Rover. I'm sliding through this tri-oval trying to save the car, and I do. Up to 4th I go. Now I'm going to try and get past this 58 because obviously non-playoff driver. I'm trying to beat out any non-playoff driver. Use them as roadblocks for everyone else. Use them to gain more points on everybody. Is now Hank still leading. He has 2 of his teammates, me and Tanuki, right behind him. There is a good chance he does not help him, but if he is a smart man, he will let them by and help them out. Play the huge team game or give yourself some glory. Remember, Hank has 0 D1 wins. It would be huge if he could get his first one, especially in a playoff race after making the playoffs and getting eliminated. Be pulling a Kyle Busch kind of move. No wins on the season, made the playoffs, gets eliminated early. Even the track matches, it would be storybook for the 4 to go to victory lane. It'd be the same story Kyle Busch had back in 2020, but who knows if that'll actually happen or not. The 10 of Tanuki getting pushed by me. We're trying to get up to Hank, trying to get past him. I actually bump him out of the way instead, so now I'm going to look to get to Hank's inside. It's not going to work. I'm going to slot in right behind him and right in front of Tanuki. So now I push the 4 out in front here. I'm going to the outside because I know I'm going to have a better run through the corner. Tanuki goes low off of King. Going to get into the wall. Going to go around after he slammed into me. Hard hit for him. Gets smacked by Rover and even Blue later. Caution comes out. What a hard hit for that 10 car. Got absolutely slammed while spinning. Came across the track and Rover Blue had nowhere to go but just slammed right into him. Is now Hank on the inside. I'm on the outside again. I have a non-playoff driver behind me pushing me. King looks way down in the grass to try and get past Hank. He gets to the inside. Oda now following beside him. I'm trying to get slotted into the low side, and I do fairly quickly, even though I lost a good amount of spots. It gives me enough of a run down the backstretch. I can get past certain people. So now I already look to the inside of the 34. See, Hank has now lost the lead to King. King already locked in. Both of these drivers don't have much reasons to win other than a win is a win. They don't have anything regarding playoffs that would warrant a huge need for a win as Hank makes the move for the lead. Oda pushes King. I just about wrecked myself off of Rover. Oda goes to P2. King leading, and it is a huge mess in the back as you see. Tanuki, Blue, and Rover got involved in the back. No caution was called as there was no true wreck. I do believe perms were given out for them to merge. I'm not too sure though. I think it says Blue was given perms. I think it was Blue and Rover. I think Tanuki continued, but you see, nothing in the lead has changed here after this lap. It might here though as Oda goes to the inside. I give him a push. My car is not steering through the corner and is going to push King up the track. I'm going to stay on the outside of Oda though. And now I'm going to try and force him to stay way low. I'm going to be able to stay on the high side, more in the middle now. I'm going to try and get enough run, but he cleared high just in time. Because now I go down the track trying to get past someone, get a push from King or something. Not going to work. You see, I think this is Tanuki now, merging on the low side, trying to stay out of the way. King then turns Oda into him. They go up the track. King goes up and over Texas. Now, two non-playoff drivers will now lead the race. King turned Oda right into the merging car of Tanuki, and they went head on into the inside wall and wrecked hard, causing King to even go up into the air and flip over. So you see now I'm going to get past the 58. I will now start on the outside line here for the restart against the 4 of Hank. I've already done this multiple times this race. Who will get the better launch? Hank does. I do not get enough of a push from the people behind me to keep me ahead of certain people. But I am getting enough of a run that I might be able to clear the 58 in time. No, it's not going to happen. So now I look to slot in right behind him. Not going to work. Tanuki's going to close the door in time, but then the 58 goes up track. The 4 leading the race right now with the 58 in second. Two non-playoff drivers making a huge impact on the race, and they collide. They go into the wall. The two non-playoff drivers driving aggressive against each other wreck each other. Is now Tanuki's going to go to the lead. Rover trying to get in front. I go around just about. Everyone slides back up the track into the wall. I block Blue, but now Tanuki is going to have a huge lead. Blue, you saw, was drifting through the end of the corner, but now Tanuki is going to have at least a lap of just breathing room from everybody. And hopefully now no cautions will come out for him, as it's just no one's really packed up. But you see me and Blue fighting each other right now. Blue needs a good finish here. He did not show up to the last race. He really needs to have a good finish if he wants a chance at the Final Four. On the inside, for me, it's looking good for him. He's in second. For me, I got second last week. It'd be huge to keep getting a high spot, even win to lock myself in. But Blue needs these points even more. It'd be better for him to get second. But at the moment, I'm just trying to get up to the lead, so see if I can get a win. The 9 goes past me. I go way to the back of this pack. Is now King gets side by side with Blue, looking to make a pass on him. Is now the 58 merging way high. I push Blue out in front, but King stays with him. They collide even more. The 9 keeps turning up the track right into Blue. Luckily, Blue clears him and doesn't cause a wreck here. Now Rover, I don't know what it was. He got tight or something, got into me, and now I'm wrecking. He turned me pretty much, and yeah, he had some sort of moment. Don't know what it was. His car just stopped turning and went right into me. So now I'm in the way back here. Not looking good for me. Even though there's 17, now 16 laps to go. I'm going to cut ahead to the back straightaways here. Oda is going to go around in front, going to slide back down the track into me. Caution will fly here. Sorry, I've got a dry throat. Whatever. He is going to wreck right in front of me. I have nowhere to go, just like Tanuki earlier in the race with Rover and Blue, just wrecked right into where I was going. So now, 15 laps to go here at Texas. Tanuki leads, Blue in second. Then you have the non-playoff driver of Jacob in third. And the 9 in fourth here, as Jacob looked very aggressive on the restart, trying to get a position. Blue puts him on the apron pretty much. Then he goes up the track. King looks for a move, able to get it done, sort of. Then Blue crosses both of them over and is able to get past them. All while this is happening, Tanuki is just running away as me and Otis cars don't turn during the corner. It just sets both of us back once again. It even sets Dega and Rover back. Rover in the playoffs as well. Hurts them very much as now King is going to merge after a wreck or something. I think he got loose actually out of the corner. I get past him. So now my eyes are set on Blue, trying to get up to him and either push him or just get past him if I feel like I'm fast enough to get the win in time. I do gain a lot during the corner there in turns 1 and 2. I'm able to gain a lot of time as now I'm looking to gain even more time through 3 and 4, and I do gain that time here. He does not get a huge run out of the corner compared to me, so now I am right up behind him. See Hank right in front of him, non-playoff driver, has many Ford drivers here looking to lock themselves in right now. I get to Blue. We almost go into the wall. I think Blue actually touched the wall just a bit, but I get to his inside. And now I'm going to look for the pass here in 3 and 4, and it's going to get done here. All I have to do is just make sure I block whatever run he's going to have, but I don't do that and just allow him right to the inside. All while this is happening, we are slowly catching up to Tanuki. As you see, King now has caught up a immense amount from whatever happened earlier. Now, Hank pretty much to the back bumper of Tanuki, the 58 merging. 38's car is not going to turn through turn 3, going to get into the 58, but he does still somehow gain time. I let King through as well, just the same way Blue got past me. Now I'm dropping here in this race, something that just doesn't normally happen for me. I don't usually just drop spots like this out of nowhere, but it's all working out here right now. I go to the outside of King. Maybe he makes a mistake on the low side and I get past him on the outside. It's exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to actually clear him through the corner, and with me being on the outside, I'll have a huge run. But I still don't go and block because I don't feel I'm clear going down the track and cutting him off. I do eventually do it in the corner, a risky spot to do it, as I could have easily gone around and wrecked myself. But all of this is leading up to the final couple of laps. Everyone is pretty much caught up to Tanuki or the lead pack right now. Everyone jockeying for position, trying to get some sort of position, more positions, more points, and a bigger gap you have to the person on the cut line. King makes a mistake and is going to have to drop way back, but I'm also kind of making a mistake on the way high side. I am able to get past King, but was not great for me. But now I'm going to get to the inside of Blue. We're going to get past Jacob. We're going to even look to the inside of Hank as well. We just about go forward. We might have actually at one point. But now Hank, with a tiny bit of a push from me and Blue, is going to get to the back bumper of Tanuki. Not going to work. I got to hiss inside. Now looking to the inside of Tanuki. It is not going to work. Hank gets into me. It gets into Tanuki as well. And Tanuki goes around with me. Hank now takes the lead. Tanuki in the back, going to try and merge. Oda, Blue, King, they're all going around as well. Oda's still not able to control the car, still trying to save it. The car is still loose for him. I'm trying to catch up. Hank and Jacob, the two non-playoff drivers that have been up at the front majority of this race, are now the two leaders. Me and Oda trying to catch up because we don't want a non-playoff driver winning. We want to win this race for ourselves. Here comes Blue. He's going to force 4 wide here in turn 3 out of turn 4. He's going to watch up the track into King. I'm going to go across Oda's bumper and wreck here. 2 to go. Me and Oda are out of contention for the win. As you see Jacob make the pass for the lead. Hank really slow through the corner. King and Blue are going to catch up, but Jacob hits the wall and gives up all the time he just had. He had a shot at the win. So now, here we go. The 9 leading. I think that's Blue in second. White flag is out. You see another car coming on track as well as Tanuki. He's merging on the last lap, which is not allowed. A huge mistake for Tanuki. That's going to just give him last place points here at the end. Tanuki, I think, gets into someone. They wreck. King's around. The 58's around. Hank is out in front. He's going to get to the lead. Hank trying to close off Tanuki. Hank's going to win. A non-playoff driver will win the second race of the round of 6. Tanuki makes a huge mistake and will now be below the cut line going into Martinsville.